Have another look at this slide, Le Manoir des Malfoy. This is where you had to underline all the verbs in the present tense, 12 of them, and the blue ones are a start. This is what you should have had. Cette maison est dans le sud de l'Angleterre. Il y a beaucoup de fenêtres en rectangle et 6 tours avec des 3 ponts pointus. Souvent, il y a un serpent qui visite et chuchote des mystères à son maître. La cave est une prison et il y a un serviteur en forme d'elfe. Il apparaît et disparaît quand il veut et il s'appelle Dobby. Le père de la famille a une canne avec la tête d'un serpent. This was the second paragraph we looked at, which was written in the past, the imperfect tense. I'm going to read it through with you because I want you to hear how the French words sound. So, le château de Charlotte. Château, remember, is just a big house, not always a castle. Le bâtiment se trouvait dans la campagne, près d'une rivière et une forêt. Des arbres touchaient le toit et tapaient comme une personne qui demandait d'entrer. Devant la maison, il y avait des escaliers et une chaise à bascule sur la véranda. Dans le grenier, les chauves-souris dormaient à l'envers et mangeaient des souris. De temps en temps, il y avait un loup qui criait quand il y avait une pleine lune. On pouvait trouver le château dans l'est du Pays de Galles. Hopefully you notice the mention of at least 3 animals there. You've got bats, you've got a wolf, and you've got a mouse. And hopefully you've underlined all the verbs in the past tense. This is what it should look like. So dormir might be a new word for you. Sleeping, I think we did that. And here's the third description, La Maison de Tom Riddle. Which tense has this one been written in? The present or the imperfect tense? Yep, it's written in the past, so the imperfect tense has been used. Let's read it together. Pas loin du village d'Amesbury, dans le centre de l'Angleterre, se trouvait une grande maison. Elle était sur une colline et à côté d'un cimetière. La maison était toute seule et le concierge faisait le jardin tous les jours. Il y avait des grandes cheminées. Il n'y avait pas beaucoup de fenêtres, mais il y avait une lumière dans une fenêtre en haut de la maison. Derrière la maison, on voyait des arbres. Il y avait des rats partout et de temps en temps, on entendait des voix qui discutaient un complot de tuer un garçon. Particularly that tuer means kill. You might guess what's going on. So notice all the verbs have an AIT or AIENT ending, depending whether it's singular or plural. How many verbs can you find? Well, I counted 11. And that's what I found. Se trouver means was situated. Était, was. Était again. Faisait, to do. Did the garden. Il y avait, il n'y avait. So sometimes in the affirmative and then in the negative. Avait. Voyez. Des arbres down here. Saw. Trees. and entendez, heard, voices discussing. Find the French in the three texts above. 6 towers with pointed roofs is 6 tours avec des toits pointus. So you have to now go back, look at the previous slides to fill in the missing words. I'll give you some time to do that. So when you've completed the previous exercise in your books and found all the vocabulary, here are some more questions to answer. They come from each of the 3 paragraphs. Again, please write down the answers. We will go through the answers in class next week. Which house is found next to a graveyard? Think of graveyard as cemetery, it's a similar word. Which house is in the east of Wales? Now Wales is known as Pays de Galles. Which house has a servant who is an elf? I think if you've read Harry Potter, that won't be a difficult one to answer. In which house can you hear a wolf howling? And finally, a snake visits the master of which house? So bring your answers with you next week. Be useful to note down any key vocabulary, because we're trying to build up to you being able to describe a picture by yourself, and we're probably going to do a little quiz on that next week. Bring your answers to class next Thursday. Also bring your present tense worksheets, which was homework last week. Thank you.